Hey Geek Family, we're back. This time we're going to check out a video on the mysteriously sealed temple door. And I'm Nathan.
Rachel. Trinity.
Troy.
Come on, Troy.
Jordan.
And yeah, this was back when we did the, was it the richest temples
So
of India?
Yeah.
There was the one where the one temple door was sealed and has never been
Yeah,
opened.
they opened some of them, but that one is believed if you do.
And so we had requested to check out this one from Beyond Science. I thought you were done.
That
You were talking very slowly.
That one is believed to.
Believed to
And then you think I would finish it on
be
2. Anyways, back to the video.
unopened. Sorry, I don't understand Jordan's cadence at time. Ha
Go.
It was pretty wide.
ha ha.
Oh my
That's
God.
how he talks all the time. But yeah, we've had the request to check out the Beyond Science video, so we're going to give it a go. But real quick, before we do, just want to say thanks, guys, for all the support in the channel. And if you can, hit that like and subscribe, followed by the little notification bell. Bing!
I was going to get you, didn't you?
Dong.
And
She did.
so we won't delay any longer. Let's check out the video.
Hey, it's Mike Chen. The world is full of mysteries. That's why it's so fun to work on this channel. I especially love things from ancient history that we just can't figure out. And I don't know if that's because I've watched one too many Indiana Jones movies, or the fact that I don't believe that our ancestors are as technologically unadvanced as most people might think. From the pyramids to Stonehenge, there are so many ancient secrets out there in plain sight that we still can't solve. And perhaps one of those ancient secrets is the Sri Padmanabhaswamy temple. This temple is as ancient as Hinduism, the faith that is practiced in it. Located in Kerala, India, this temple is named the richest temple in the world. And one look at the beautiful structure gives the prestige away, for the entire structure is covered in actual gold. This ancient temple is beautifully built and is a prime example of a combination of Keralan and Dravidian architecture styles that were popular among Hindu temples, especially in the state of Kerala. However, the Padmanabhaswamy temple has something about it that makes it stand out among the rest. And it's not the golden exterior, but something else, something far more mysterious. It is said that underneath this ancient Hindu temple may be one of the greatest treasures known to man. And before we get into that, let's talk about its history for a second here. The temple's history goes back to 500 BC and 300 AD, when it was mentioned in several texts during India's Sangam period of literature. Essentially, like any temple, it serves as a place of worship, and in this case, its primary deity is Vishnu, and the entrance to it is only granted to Hindus. There is no exact date as to when this temple was built, but one thing is for sure, it's been there for a long time. And in 2011, with an order from the Indian Supreme Court, the 6 known vaults underneath the temple were explored. What was found inside them shocked the world. The vaults that were opened held unimaginable treasures, further cementing the temple's title. They contained precious stones and metals, ancient artifacts, but most of all, gold. There were gold coins dated around 200 BC, golden necklaces and crowns, and even a solid gold statue of the deity of the temple. The treasures were estimated to be worth billions, and some even say trillions of dollars. And it was said to be one of the biggest treasure finds in all of history. And that's not even the most exciting part. What's crazy was that out of the 6 vaults of the temple, only 5 were completely opened. The last vault, named Vault B by the Indian Supreme Court, contains a door that leads to another chamber. The door, like the temple, is beautifully adorned, if not a little scary. Carved on the door are 2 giant cobras said to be warnings to anyone who wants to open it and reveal the secrets inside. What's strange is that there are no latches or bolts on the door, not even a keyhole. No other means of entry except for a ritual that is supposed to be performed by a Hindu monk who must be powerful enough to perform the Garuda mantra, or a powerful chant. And there is currently no such person capable of doing this. That's why this inner sanctum has been sealed for centuries, and no one knows exactly what's inside. Much information about the temple and its vaults is lost on the temple officials, even for the Travancore royal family whose trust the temple is under. However, if the substantial amount of wealth from the other vaults is of any indication, then it would be reasonable to think that this vault vault too will bring treasures with it. Or it could be a curse if the cobra's warning on the door of the inner vault had any truth to them. Also, it seems that this isn't the first time the Indian government has tried to explore the temple. In 1908, there was a failed attempt to open the vaults because the explorers quickly left when they found the chambers infested with cobras. However, in
that would be
1931, when
my
the state
cue
of
to leave
Kerala
too.
was financially in need, another attempt was made to breach the vaults, and this time it was successful, with at least one of the vaults opened and ample treasure found. As for the other vaults, it would be 80 years until their treasures will be found, but not Vault B, which has remained closed and continues to be so to the outside world. Currently, the government of India is still trying to open the sealed door inside Vault B, but the Travancore royal family, along with many religious devotees, have appealed the government's order for another exploration of the remaining vaults. And this was because a ritual called Navaprasnam was held to find out the deity's wish on the fate of the temple. So in the ritual, a young boy would serve as the instrument through which the deity would interact and convey his or her wishes. And after this ritual, it was found out that the deity was apparently not very happy, wishing the treasures not to be disturbed and the last vault not to be opened, or else. And according to those who performed this ritual, the opening of the inner chamber will cause untold catastrophic events of apocalyptic proportions. Then there's another conflict going on. Of course, this is a lot of money for a money-starved government. So the government of India wants to actually use this treasure. So my question to you guys is that the best thing? I mean, for me, and this is just my own opinion, I think if my government found a lot of ancient treasure, I would like to see it in a museum, not to be sold off, and then maybe go into the pockets of some corrupt officials. Also,
they could
guys,
just
let me
sell
know
it to the
what do you
museum.
think is in the final vault.
Yeah.
But if the
Although
museum
I
doesn't have
am
any money,
really
we're back at
curious
square
about
one.
what's in there, and I do sort of want them to open it so I can see. But at the same time, I also don't want a real-life version of the mummy. But let me know what you think. Do you think the final vault also contains untold treasures, or do you think the people who built the temple purposely put all the treasures on the outside 5 vaults so that people can just take it and leave and not disturb the final vault, and then the final vault really does contain some sort of curse? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching this video.
How did snakes survive that long in there?
There's probably a bunch of different.
That was super.
They can sneak in and stuff.
Yeah,
It was very interesting.
You gotta think though, after they stay there so long and there's so many, it's gonna be territory issues, so a lot of them snakes would leave.
We got to figure too, but they said, what was it, 1908 when that happened?
Yeah.
Throughout time, like
Maybe
5
they
or
go in there
6
and follow
snakes turned into like 50 or
800.
70 snakes. I mean, it's like one of those things where a few snakes fell down and they're like, oh, heck no, it's full of snakes. But in reality, that was just a few snakes that were there.
Maybe nowadays they
cool.
go in there like put
I
bombs
actually thought it was
in
pretty
there.
cool though that there's actually snakes in there.
Like snake bombs.
Snake bombs? They make
Yeah,
those?
like when
mean
you
like mothballs?
mothball. Like to get the snakes out, you know.
Well, I'll say this too, is like you were saying, a little bit scary looking, that door. It looks like, it's very menacing looking.
It's scary looking, but it's like so cool.
It is. It's scary, but just like the rest of the temple itself, the craftsmanship on it is astounding.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
just the architecture and everything is just blows me away, especially on the whole temple in itself. All those very intricately cut like statues and all that, they're all attached. It's stuff like that. I wish they were able to find out how long it took to build and stuff like that, because I'm very curious to hear about that. But
Watching the building process has to be awesome. What
That
do you do
would
with
be
all the
awesome.
gold they carved out? Probably turn into money.
I
No,
think
well,
it's
I'm
just
wondering.
coated in
I'm wondering
gold.
if the gold that they were able to carve out is actually what's on the
Well,
outside
how'd they
of the
do
building.
that?
Maybe they got it wet or something and painted it.
hey, and when did they say those other vaults, the one vaults were opened
Maybe
up?
80 years after the first one.
2011.
That's what I thought they said was 2011, and they found
Was that not right?
billions or trillions of dollars worth of.
See,
A
in my
gold.
personal, in my
Crazy.
opinion, yeah, that would be cool to see that stuff on, like, display at a museum. But
Yeah.
if your country is really starving and your country needs it, use
But the
it.
museum would, but if they have this stuff on display and people knew about that all over the world, you'd have people coming in and try to buy it.
Or trying to
You'd
break
have your
in?
museum would be like.
I mean,
so
that would be.
poppin'.
I mean, you could do something like you pop it.
I just have to say this.
What?
When it comes to stuff like that, treasures and all that, where they belong, I always go to Indiana Jones for advice on that.
Which is?
That belongs in a museum.
Belongs in a museum.
Yeah. It belongs in a museum.
Not if it breaks religious beliefs though.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
I'll tell
true.
you this too.
Oh yeah.
Like he was saying at the end of the video, part of you is like, oh, you would love to see what's in there.
But then you respect.
And then the other
religion.
part too is like, well, yeah, you can understand, like you respect that, you don't want to see, but it's you're kind
I
of
mean,
torn.
you don't want the world in?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
It
know
could be
if I would
just
Well, it's all
want
good
to
to
see
see.
just to
it.
scare people.
Would it
but-
all be a conspiracy, or is that what they said? Is that what the actual goddess said
I don't know, baby.
What are you talking about? The
about the world? Or no, I didn't say that. It said catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
stuff could happen.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
we need to
Somebody wants waffles.
we need to start making a Trinity's mispronounced words and make a collage of it.
If y'all could see the daggers coming out of her eyes at her father.
What'd you think, bud?
It looks, the door does look really cool. It does kind of look off like something you see off of Skyrim.
I was gonna say that.
But could you imagine if that was found here? Our government would be like, no hatches,
Or
nothing.
they're gonna be like, get a bulldozer.
Hey, nothing there. We got some TNT. We'll just blow it up.
Dynamite that sucker.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, like halfway through the video, but then when they started talking about their religion and like how it's actually means something to them, and they don't want to like disrespect their goddess or any stuff, so I was like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't want to do that. But what do you think is in it?
Yeah, that's the part that just kind of
Most
eats at you.
valuable
Like,
treasure.
There could be like,
Or
there
it might
could be-
just
Maybe
be like
it's
a
just one
freaking
thing.
dungeon room or something.
No,
Like,
look, all the other rooms were filled with gold. This one's filled with diamonds.
ooh, wouldn't that be something?
My question
Hey,
is,
India does have a diamond.
I know they had to have machine or some
Diamonds
type
and,
of
like-
devices back then to do what they did, because you gotta think diamonds.
Diamonds,
How you cut a diamond?
cobras.
How do you break a diamond?
So
You can't.
is Jordan? Are you
Bash your
on the
hair.
Ancient Aliens bandwagon?
Aliens. I didn't say anything
Ancient
about
aliens?
aliens. That's
He's
just something
saying,
you
did
throw out.
the
You said-
ancient civilization get help from somewhere on high?
Is that what you're saying?
I.e. aliens.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, like they
Ancient-
say about the
ancient
like
machinery.
they say about
You said they
the
had to use
Egyptians.
machinery.
Yeah.
Pyramids.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
From aliens.
I-
Y'all heard it first from Jordan. Ancient aliens.
I think there's like snakes in there, obviously.
Trinity's obsessed with snakes.
in there.
I think there's
So
some
there's snakes, I think, in there because they said they found some.
That's totally dangerous.
But you know what's
'Cause
probably
of
in there?
snakes.
But what's probably in there is probably like someone who was very important to them, and they died, and they like preserved their body so amazing, and it's like on display or something.
You never know. It could be sort of like an ancient.
Or
burial chamber.
Yeah, but what do you call that when you're you preserve the bodies really good?
Mummy.
No, not mummified, but like
Mummification.
Mummy.
mummy. Like
I
they
know
did
I mean,
with
talking
Stalin
but technically,
or,
wouldn't
Lenin.
that be the?
Huh?
Like what they did with Lenin?
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, never mind.
Maybe they actually, maybe like they believe that goddess once walked among Earth,
Wait,
and
Maybe.
that body is in there of the goddess's actual like human being form, and maybe that's why it's so
Or
protective to keep
The
closed.
goddess's living chambers.
There could be that too. It's just one of those things where like you just don't know. It's like there, as far as I know, they didn't mention anything about any
As far as you
ancient
know, it could be
saints.
nothing in there.
Yeah, it's
There
like
could
Just
be nothing.
snakes.
it's like, you know, how many ways does it take to get to the center of a lollipop?
Could be like
Just about.
the Well of Souls, just full of snakes, or it could be full of gold, jewels. Who knows?
And snakes. Man, I
What?
hate snakes. I just really hate snakes.
since they found snakes in there, and the door has two giant serpents on it, and the side looks like there's a snake wrapped around it with a giant one at the top.
Those are two cobras.
What if there's a giant snake in there?
I thought they were dragons.
Those are dragons. Those two are cobras.
What if there's like the king or like
Oh.
the queen of snakes, and it's just living in there,
Oh,
What do you think?
yeah.
It's like a freaking.
and they sealed
How's
it
it been?
off.
How's it been eaten though for all these years?
It's been eating snakes. It's been its own kind.
Oh
snakes
my
wouldn't go there
God!
if
What
they
if
were gonna
there
die.
is a dragon in there and it's eaten? It's like the dragon of snakes.
What is it gonna eat? If a snake knows they're gonna die, they're not just gonna charge in there and be like, "Kill me, dragon."
But what if it has control of the snakes and it's like telling them they're coming to
No.
Oh, so now it has telekinesis.
But that was very informative. That gave us a lot more information than the other video, because the other video just kind of touched on it real quick. But yeah, so let us know, guys, if there's any other videos that you'd like us to check out involving some of the other temples. I think we did have a few other requests for some of the other ones, but go ahead and shoot some more our way if you guys want to, and we will definitely give those a watch. So once again, just want to say thank you guys so much for all your love and support on the channel. You guys have been amazing, and you are continuing to be amazing, and you guys are awesome. We love you.
Thanks, guys.
Wait, the Vault of Stree?
The Vault of Stree, is that what this one is?
That's really good.
Yeah.
Both of Suri.
Oh.
You said street. I could have swore I saw a T there too.